Okay, great. So just close down the eyes, sit comfortably, and just feel your breath come and go. Don't control it. Just feeling it come and go here. Rolling the shoulders up toward the ears and press them down and away. Inhale, bring them up toward the ears. Exhale them down and away. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. We'll go ahead and use the arms now. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them back down. Inhale up. Exhaling down. Once more, inhaling up. And we'll drop the right hand over to the side and lean your weight into it. Let that side open up. Breathing there, you can look up to the top arm. Inhale it back to the center, and we'll drop down to the left. Opening up on that side. Inhaling center, and we'll come down to the middle now, reaching out for the top of your mat, letting your neck go soft and let the head drop. Inhaling, roll it up. Exhale those arms high. Inhale, stretch them long. And exhale, drop them behind the back, and you're going to clasp the hands, pulling them down and away. Open up that chest. Open your throat. Pressing the shoulders back and down. Breathing there. All right, releasing the hands forward, clasp them in front of you, and press the palms away. And you're just going to cave the back backward. Let your chin tuck into your chest. Opening up the whole back side of the body. And release. We'll come up onto our all fours here in the tabletop position. Hands are directly under the shoulders. Knees are coming down under the hips. Breathing there, we'll go for some cat-cows. So inhaling into your cat, press those hands into the mat, tuck the chin into the chest here. Exhale it out into cow, so dropping the belly, rise the chin, rise that tailbone up toward the sky. Inhaling in, cat. Exhale it out, cow. Inhaling cat. Exhaling out cow. Two more. Inhaling cat. Exhaling cow. Inhaling cat. Exhaling cow. Come to a neutral spine so your spine nice and long. And we're going to bring the left leg out to the side now. Breathing there, let that hip open up. And you give yourself a little rock forward and back, just letting the hip open there. And go ahead, release that foot back behind you, lifting it off the mat. Let it hover there. And bring it back out to the side, rocking back and forth. Bringing it out back and behind you, leave it high. you're sitting back toward your hips. As far down as you want to come. Just opening up that hip, make sure there's no pain, it's just stretching it out there. Inhale, drawing it back up onto the knee. And we'll bring that leg out behind, this time down on the mat. And you're just going to press through that heel there. Pressing through the heel to stretch out the back of the leg. And you'll lift that foot back into the air, hold it there, nice and steady. And drop it over across the body. You're just going to turn your gaze to look back over those toes, opening up the left side of the body. Breathing there. And we'll go ahead, bend the left leg if you like. And we'll go for a balance, reaching the right arm back to take a hold of the left foot. Try not to collapse down into it, but keep yourself nice and lifted, lifting that foot. Very nice, releasing it back into the middle. And we'll go on the other side. Bringing the right leg out long beside you. And give yourself a little rock forward and back, letting that hip open. Releasing that foot out to the back, up in the air, breathing there. And bring it round back to the side, rocking back and forth. Once more, drawing it to the back, lift it into the air, holding it tight there. And release it out to the side. And this time, we'll rock all the way back or as far back as feels good for you. Breathing, sitting those hips back onto your heel. And releasing toward the mat, just let that stretch. Inhale, bringing it all the way back up. And we'll bring the foot behind us, pressing through the heel. So toes are down on the mat, pressing through the heel, stretching out the back of the leg. And we'll take it across the body, over toward the left. And turn your gaze to look back at the foot. So your right side is stretching open, left side is crunching in. Chest is staying high, pressing the shoulders away from the ears here. And if you'd like, take a bend into that leg and reach it back with the left hand, reaching for the foot, rising open the chest, balancing there. Very nice, releasing the foot back into the center. And we'll come into our puppy pose. So your hips are staying nice and high in the puppy. You're just walking the hands out to the top of the mat. Drop your chest down and your forehead down to the mat. Deep stretch through the backs of the shoulders here. Release the spine, release your neck. Forehead to the mat. And breathe. Dog. So planting those hands down under the shoulders here, curl under those toes, and we'll go ahead, press it back, walking out the feet to open up the hamstrings. Breathing there. And we'll go ahead and let the feet come to stillness, pressing the heels toward the mat. Pressing the crown of the head down and away, let the neck be loose. And inhale, draw the whole body forward up into your high plank. Breathing there. Make sure your hips aren't dipping down or jutting up, but they're nice and in line with the body. And then press it back, downward facing dog. Breathing there. Inhale, shifting forward, high plank. Holding there. And on your next exhale, drawing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank. And this time we'll lower it down, chaturanga, or you can go down on your knees, chest, chin. And scoop it back up into a full cobra here, breathing. Tucking the toes from there, pressing back, downward facing dog. Looking up to the top of the mat, let's step it forward into your forward fold. Breathing there, let the top of the body be loose. Reaching down, bending from the hips, reaching for the floor. We'll inhale, halfway lengthen. Bring the hands up to the calves, spine is long. Exhale, release it down to the floor again. Inhaling, roll it all the way up. Exhale, those arms up high above you. We'll do a long inhale, stretching, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, reach it down to the floor, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, releasing it down. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhaling the arms high. Stretch and reach, and we'll fold again. Once more, inhale halfway. Exhale, folding down to the mat, and we'll ground the hands now and step the feet back into our downward facing dog. Breathing there. Inhaling into a high plank, holding there a moment. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, downward facing dog. And inhaling, high plank. We're going to lower it down, chaturanga. Inhaling it up, full cobra. And tucking the toes under, press it back, downward facing dog. Breathing there, 5 breaths, in and out. Looking up to the top of the mat, let's step it forward. Forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lengthen. Exhaling, release it down. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhaling the arms high. Stretch, reach for the ceiling. And we'll exhale, fold it, forward fold. We'll take a hold of either elbow there now. Letting the top half of the body be nice and loose. Let the neck be long. And just sway side to side. Give a little bend in those knees. Coming into our ragdoll. Very nice. Go ahead, release the arms to the mat, continuing rocking side to side. And we'll roll it up nice and slow. Pressing those shoulders back behind you, opening up into your mountain pose. Breathing there a moment. And we'll inhale it back up. Exhaling, you're going to step the left foot out behind you. Opening it out to a 90 degree. And you're going to bend that front knee, coming toward 90 degrees into your warrior 2. Breathing there, looking out over the front hand. Pressing those shoulders away from the ears. Nice long warrior 2 here. holding it steady. And we'll inhale, straighten that leg. And we're going to shift the rib cage forward like someone's pulling your hand. And then just drop yourself open, reaching down for the shin, the ankle, or the floor. Coming into your triangle pose. Looking up toward that top hand if it feels good. And breathing there. You're bending from the hip into a right angle all the way down your body. Open up that arm. Dropping the arm down to the mat. Let's pop up on those back toes. And drop the knee down to the mat. Inhaling up into a low lunge here. Exhale, straighten that front leg, bending over into your half split. So you're reaching that chest toward the knee, toward the thigh, and the nose is coming down toward the knee. Bending from the hip. Inhale, bend that front leg, come forward again. Draw the arms up. In a low lunge, if you want to clasp the hands and go for a crescent. Bring a little back bend in. And we'll release it back forward, half split. Drawing that leg back behind you. Tucking those hands down under the shoulders, and we'll lift up onto the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, drawing forward, high plank. Exhale, lower it down, chaturanga. Scooping up, cobra. And tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Looking up between the hands and step it forward into a forward fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhaling the arms high. Mountain pose. Inhaling again. And we'll step the right foot back this time. Coming into our warrior two on the other side. Opening that foot out 90 degrees. The knee is coming to a 90. And the arms are reaching up. Pressing those shoulders down and away. Looking out over the front arm. Breathing here. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhaling, we'll shift those ribs forward again. Pull that hand, and we'll drop it down to the shin, the ankle, or the floor. Draw that top arm up over the head. And you can turn your gaze up to look at it. Breathing there. And we'll bring that hand down, bend the knee, popping up on those back toes and drop the knee down. Coming into our low lunge. On the next exhale, release that leg out long, reach for the top of the mat. Reaching the chest down toward the thigh into your half split. Inhaling, shift forward, bending that front leg again, and draw the hands back up into your low lunge. We'll clasp the hands here, and give a little back bend going for our crescent lunge. Breathing there. And on the next exhale, releasing forward into your half split. Go ahead, draw that leg back behind you, planting down the hands. Inhaling, tuck the toes, let's press it back, downward facing dog. Breathe there, 5 breaths. Looking up between the hands, let's step it forward, forward fold. Inhaling, roll it up. Pressing those shoulders away. Exhale the arms high. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Exhaling the arms high. And we'll go ahead, step that left foot back again, warrior two. Opening up to the side. Taking a look at the knee, make sure it's in line over the ankle, not coming out past the ankle. Looking out over that front arm. And breathing there. Be sure you tuck that tailbone under so you get a nice long spine. Inhale, straightening the leg. Exhale, shift that rib cage and drop the hand down into your triangle pose. Breathing, lining up the body. Inhaling, bend the knee, planting those hands down, and we'll bring that back knee down onto the mat. Inhaling up, low lunge. Exhaling the hands to the heart center. Inhaling the arms back. Exhaling them back up. Let's clasp the hands together. Going for your crescent lunge. Give a little back bend. Pressing into that front hip. Pressing into the front thigh. And release it forward into your half split. Straightening the front leg. Bringing the chest down toward the thigh. And we're going to go ahead, shift the weight forward here. You're going to bring both hands onto the inside of the right foot and scoot it out toward the edge of the mat. So your back leg is long, foot is flat down on the mat behind you. And we'll come into our lizard pose. So if this feels good here, you can stay right there. If you want to take it a step further, you can come out onto the edge of that right leg and lower yourself down onto the forearms, coming for your lizard. Breathing there. So whether you're up on the hands or you're down on the forearm, right from there, you're just going to plant down through the left arm. Inhale, open up the right. So your chest is opening over toward the bent knee. Breathing there. And release that arm back down. Breathing into the pose, 3 more breaths in and out. Let the neck be long, looking down toward the mat. On your next inhale, rising back up onto the arms. And we'll go ahead, close that hip, bringing the leg back behind you. Going back onto your all fours. And we'll just bring the knees as wide as the mat. Bring the toes together behind you and press it back into your child's pose. Reaching the arms long. Forehead comes down to the mat. Breathing there, 3 breaths. Rising up in the child's pose, we'll just walk the hands over toward the left. Bringing your chest as far over the thigh as you can. Stretching those arms out long. And rest down into the stretch on that side. Rising it up, walk the hands back center. And this time over to the right, bringing the chest over the right thigh, reaching out long. Stretching there. Coming back up to the middle, walk the hands center. And we'll come back into our all fours tabletop. Grounding those hands underneath the shoulders. Let's tuck under those toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, look to the top of the mat and step forward into your forward fold. Inhaling, roll it all the way up. Exhale the arms high. Stepping back this time with the right foot. Coming into your warrior two on the other side. Breathing there. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Shoulders pressing away, gaze is over the front arm. Inhaling, straighten that leg. Exhaling, shifting the rib cage forward, and we'll drop that hand down, coming into your pyramid. Breathing there. I'm sorry, your triangle pose. Dropping that hand down to the mat. Come up on those back toes and lower the right leg down. Inhaling up, low lunge. Inhale, stretch here. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale the hands away. Exhaling them back up. And we'll inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward into your half split. Straightening out that front leg, bringing the chest toward the thigh. Breathing there. And we'll shift the weight forward and come for our lizard on the other side. So bringing both hands into the inside of the left foot. Bringing it out toward the edge of the mat. And then if you'd like, you can come up on the side of that foot and lower yourself down onto your forearms. Inhaling, rise that left arm open, open up the chest. And we'll release it down. Holding there 5 breaths. Letting the neck be long. On your next inhale, rising up onto the hands, bringing that foot back, and we'll tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathing there again, 5 breaths. Looking up to the top of the mat, let's step it forward. Forward fold. Inhaling, roll it all the way up. Exhaling the arms high. And we'll step our feet open, wide on the mat, to come into our wide-legged forward fold. Inhaling the arms up here. And we'll exhale, fold it forward, reaching for the mat there. Just breathing, adjusting the feet. To a comfortable width here. Inhale, halfway lengthen, bringing it up onto the fingertips. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release it down. Holding there and breathe. Inhaling back up onto the hands. We'll turn the right toes out. Walking the hands over. Reaching that chest over the thigh. Breathing there. Walking the hands back center, turn those toes back in, and we'll turn out the left toes. Walking over to the side, draw that chest over the thigh, and breathe. Walking the hands back center, turning those toes in, get nice and stable. We'll inhale halfway, bring the hands to the hips. Exhale, rise it up. Inhale the arms high into your 5-point star. And exhaling, turn those toes out toward the corner of the mat. And we'll bend the knees and arms into our goddess pose. Inhaling, rise it up. Exhale, release it down. Inhaling it up. Exhaling it down. Last one, inhale up. And we'll heel toe the feet just wider than hip width apart. On your next exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhaling, stretching the spine long, and we'll exhale, lower down for our yogic squat. Nice and controlled here, breathing. Lift that chest open. Press those shoulders down and away. Breathing there. And we'll release the hands down to the mat, pressing those hips back up behind us. Breathing there. Let the hips release. And we'll go ahead and roll it up. Inhaling the arms. Exhaling heart center. And we'll step it back up to the top of the mat. So we'll come into our tree pose now. Grounding down through the right foot first. You can bring the hands onto the hips if you like. And we'll just open up that left hip. Pressing the shoulders down and away. Rise your spine, rooting through that right leg. Getting a focal point in front of you that's still. Staring into it. And let's go ahead, lift that left leg up into our tree. Just make sure it's not coming onto your knee, but above or below it. Or even to your ankle, whatever feels good. Breathing there. Let's release our branches out to the side. Inhaling, rise them up. Exhale them into the heart center. Inhaling, stretch them out. Exhale them high. Inhale, heart center. Last time, exhale them away. Inhale up. Exhale, heart center. And we'll release the foot. Very nice. Pedaling out the feet. Give a nice stretch into that right foot. And we'll get ready to go on our left. Grounding down through the left foot. Open up that right hip. Breathing there, rise the spine. Press the shoulders away. Getting your focal point. And we'll rise the right leg. Releasing the branches. And we'll inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, open the arms again. Exhale, draw them up, draw the spine up. Inhale, heart center. Last one, inhale, open up. Exhale them out. And inhale, heart center. Releasing it back down. Pedaling out those feet. Grounding down through the feet. Let's inhale, rising the left knee up into the hand. Take the hand on the inside of the knee and open up that right arm beside you. Holding there. shifting out toward the right. Breathing there, balancing. And close the hip back up. Releasing the foot down. Pedaling out the feet. Very nice. Grounding down through the left now. Get your focal point. We'll inhale, lift that right leg, taking the inside of the knee. Open up that arm beside you. Holding there a moment. Rise the spine nice and long, grounding through the left. And we'll open the knee out to the right, shifting the gaze over to the left. Breathing there, open that hip. And we'll go ahead, close it back in, nice and gentle. And release the leg. All right, let's go ahead, flow it out. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, stepping it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale it up, cobra. Exhaling, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. And we'll go ahead, drop the knees as wide as the mat, bring the toes behind you, and press it back, wide-legged child's pose. Forehead down to the mat. Breathe in here. Rising back up. We'll go ahead, roll back, close the knees up, and sit back onto the heels into your hero's pose. Bringing that spine nice and long, press the shoulders away from the ears. And we'll breathe there, letting the quads open up, relaxing into the stretch. Bringing those hands behind you with the fingertips facing forward. You're just going to lean back, pressing open the chest, press open that throat. Shoulders are moving out and down, letting the shoulder blades come long down the back. And lift it back forward, hero's pose. Breathing there. Pressing the shoulders down. And we'll lean into it again. Bring those hands behind you. Fingertips facing toward your feet. Open the chest. Tightening up through the hips here. And try and rise a little bit off the feet. Walking the hands in a little more if you need to open it up. And exhale, release those hips back down. Rise it up and forward into your child's pose, into a little tight ball. Grab the heels of the feet and drop the forehead to the mat. Rolling yourself back up. We'll come seated on the mat now. Bringing the legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake, releasing out any tension or tightness in the ankles or feet, all through the legs. And inhaling those arms up. We'll exhale, reach out for those toes into your forward fold. Breathing there. Inhale, rolling it up. Exhaling the arms high. Let's open those legs out wide. And we'll reach for the center of the mat. Exhaling down into the stretch. Walking the hands over to the left. the chest over that left thigh and lowering down over the thigh. You can bring your hands down, or if you want to reach for the toes, whatever feels good for you. Just breathing. Let that thigh muscle relax. If you feel it really tensing up there, let it release. Good, rising back up. Let's walk to the center again and over to the right. Shifting the chest over the right thigh, reaching out for that foot, breathing there. Bringing the chest down over the thigh. Nose is reaching toward the knee. And we'll release it back up. Closing the soles of the feet together, coming into our butterfly pose. We'll take the fingers around the toes, stretch that spine out long. Exhaling, fold it forward into your butterfly. Nice long spine here. If you'd like, you can take the elbows onto the soft part of the knees and give a little bit of pressure, not too much, but just to add a little bit of weight.
Waiting for a sign to mend the hearts of those in line.
Inhaling, roll that spine all the way up. Exhale the arms high. Inhale, reach long the arms. And we'll exhale, reaching out for the top of the mat. Going back into our butterfly, this time reaching the arms. Breathing there, opening the hips. Rolling ourselves back up. Exhale the arms high. And into the heart center. Now we'll close up the legs and drop ourselves back, all the way back onto your back. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Shoulder blades are rolling back and down so you're nice and flat on the mat. And we'll bring the knees into the chest here, giving them a squeeze. And give a rock side to side. Releasing the arms out wide, we'll press those legs straight up into the air. We're going to point the right toes, flex the left foot, and you're going to lower the right leg down all the way until it's right above the mat. Don't bring it all the way to the floor. Once you hit above the mat, bend it back into the chest, press the heel away. Very good. We'll go on the left. Pointing the left toe, right foot is flexed. Lowering down that left leg nice and slow until it's right above the mat. Holding those lower abs. Curl that knee in. Pressing the heel back high. This time pointing both toes. Lowering down at the same time. Hold those lower abs. Breathing here. Try not to let the back lift off the mat. All the way down to the mat. Relaxing at the bottom, release the feet. We'll draw the left leg into the chest, give it a hug here. Right leg is staying out long. We'll just drop the left knee over, across the body. Left arm is opening up. Try and keep that left shoulder flat on the mat, and you're going to bring your gaze out over the left. So knee is coming right, arm and gaze are opening left. Breathe and relax here. Inhaling the knee back into the chest. Exhale it out long. Coming in on the right. Inhale, bend that right knee in. Take a hold of it with the left hand and let's open it up over toward the left, across the body. Opening that right arm open. Making sure the shoulders staying flat down on the mat. gaze out over the right. You can close the eyes here if you like, just feeling that stretch. Inhale that knee into the chest. Exhale it out long. And we'll come into our final pose, our Shavasana. Letting the arms open up long. The feet splay out to either side. Feeling the body grow heavy on the mat. The hips are sinking down into the mat. Shoulders and back sinking in the mat. Your head is heavy. Eyes are softly closed. Your jaw is softly parted, with the tongue resting on the roof of the mouth. You feel your arms heavy on the mat. The hands are melting down. Fingers softly curled in their natural shape. Feeling full relaxation and weight into the mat. Feeling your full body supported by the ground. Letting your breath be steady. And bringing into your mind something you're thankful for today. Having a roof over your head, food to eat, warmth in the house, friends to talk to, air to breathe, a body that supports you, that's healthy, that keeps you alive. Letting yourself just lay here a couple minutes. Enjoying the peace and the weight on your mat. Let joy flood your body. Starting to deepen your breath, inhaling. Exhaling, feeling the chest rise and fall. Inhaling positive thoughts and feelings. Exhaling out the stress and worry. Inhaling joy. Exhaling sadness. Inhaling a peaceful mind. Exhaling worrisome thoughts. Breathing normally now. We'll inhale together, bring a long stretch up over the head, point the toes. Exhale, releasing down into that stretch. Just feeling that energy flood the body with your breath. And nice and slow, turning yourself over onto the right arm. the arm as a pillow. Feeling your body melt into the side. And when you're ready, pushing yourself back up into a seated position. Leaving the eyes closed down. Give yourself another minute here. Just feel how good the body feels. Feel that relaxation flooding you in the mind and body. Breathing there. We'll bring the hands into the heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.